Okay, good day to our students who are enrolled in the subject Entrepreneurship 12. So, we are here today for us to discuss together with Ma'am Lorraine Fernandez and Ma'am Precious Kalubakib the chapter 2, which is entitled Recognize and Understanding the Market. Okay, so in our first discussion, we will differentiate the difference between the value proposition and the unique selling proposition. So, when we speak of value proposition, we are talking about why a customer should buy the product. What is in the product that the customer should buy? So, in short, it talks about the benefits of the product. Meaning, what the customer can get out of the product that's being offered to him or her. Okay? So another thing in the value proposition would be it serves as a major driver why that a customer should buy the product. So the value proposition then answers why does the customer buy a product, or what is the reason behind why does the customers buy the product. Okay? Another thing would be innovation. Innovation is very applicable in terms of the value proposition because we know for a fact that change is only constant thing in the world. Therefore, the taste of the people changes over time. Then in order for you to prove that your product applies the value proposition, then you must innovate your product from time to time. So that is the value proposition, meaning what is something that is present in your product in order for the customers to patronize your product. Meaning it talks about the benefits of the product to be availed by the customers. Next would be the unique selling proposition. From the word itself, unique selling proposition, we can come up an idea that there must be a strategy, a tactic that must be imparted on how we are going to offer or sell our products to the customers. So, how you will sell the product to your customers? That is the main question that an entrepreneur or that a businessman should ask to himself or to herself. The next would be, we will come up, what are the applicable promotional strategy? For example, we are selling a product which is categorized under the food product. If you're going to sell food product to them, so you're going to choose what is the best promotional strategy. Is it through the use of the flyers? Is it through the use of the different social media platforms that can catch or probably attract more customers? Will you be using a radio? Will you be using a television? Will you be using a coupons, calendars, or probably a t-shirts in order for you to advertise your product? Okay? So the value proposition and the unique selling proposition will come together. Because if you don't have if you don't have a unique selling proposition and you have a value proposition, then definitely it becomes very useless. No, it becomes very useless because you have something to offer to customers, but you don't know how to sell these products to the customers. So these two elements must come together: the value proposition and the unique selling proposition. Next would be knowing your customers. Remember that as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, we should know how to target our market. We should know who are the customers covered by the certain offering or a product that we are going to offer to our market. Next would be, okay, since we are talking about the marketing research, in knowing our customers, we should conduct a marketing research. When we speak of marketing research, we are going to conduct a survey or probably an information regarding the product that we want to put in the market or that we want to offer to the customers. Remember that before we are going to start putting up a business, before we are going to offer a product to the customers, then definitely what we are going to do is to establish first a marketing research in order for us to gather our information whether this product is really suitable to our customers. Okay, so that is the importance of having a marketing research. We need to conduct first a survey before we are going to put up a business. Okay, so the next would be, what is a market size? Okay, since we are talking about the market size, then how could we be able to compute for the total market size in the market? Okay, it says here that market size of rice business, as an example in San Isidro, is computed by just merely multiplying the number of families who eat rice times the average consumption per annum. So in here, the market size is equals to 475 families. Let's assume that there are 475 families that are belong in one place or community or in one vicinity, times 1 kilo per day. So this 1 kilo per day is just an assumption that those families who are belong in a certain area have this 1 kilo per day as their total consumption, times 365 days, because there are 365 days in 1 year. So the answer would be 173,375 kilos of rice. So when we speak of market size, we are not only talking about the number of customers in the market, but we are also talking on the bulk of consumption out of that size of the customers. So as you can see, the market size is 475 families. That's it. That's the number of families. But when we speak of the market size, we are talking more than the number of families. We are talking about the total consumption out of that families derived from this survey. So that's how we are going to compute for the market size. The next would be the customer's requirement. When we speak of customer's requirement, what is the reason behind why we consider this product as our main preference? Or what is the reason behind why we consider this product as our main product in our daily lives? Okay? So, in offering a product to a market, then definitely we should categorize our market. First would be the primary market, and second would be the secondary market. When we speak of a primary market, we are talking here on our main target market. Let's say, for instance, we want to put up a school supplies or probably a bookstore, in our vicinity, in the International School of Asia and the Pacific, nearby. If you want to put up, then definitely our primary market is, or are the students, or are the employees who are working in the said institution. While on the other hand, the secondary market probably are those people or are those customers who doesn't study or who are not studying in the said institution but actually buys the product. Let's say, for instance, the nearby individuals who need a school supplies but does not actually study in the International School of Asia and the Pacific. So this market, the secondary market, are considered to be as a walk-in customers who wants to try the product or service offered in that bookstore. The next would be, there are 2, 4, 6, 7. There are 7 factors or elements that considers or that an entrepreneur or a businessman consider in targeting a market. First one would be the demographic. When we speak of a demographic, we are talking about the socio-economic life of an individual or probably the socio-economic life of our target market. When speak of a demographic, we are talking about the profile of the respondents, probably their income, their occupation, their religion, or probably their gender, which is a part of their demographic profile. When we speak of the income, let's say for instance the income. If we are the business owner, then we want to target, or we are selling a product which is, let's say for instance, a luxury car, then definitely we can target a market which is according to income, because not everyone can afford to buy the luxury cars. We know for a fact that only those who belong to a class A or to a rich family can afford to buy a luxury car. Next one would be the occupation. The occupation is one determinant of the demographic. It's because we can offer a product to a customer according to the job description, or probably the job duties and responsibilities that he or she is occupying in a certain position. For example, at International School of Asia and the Pacific, we have different kinds or diverse employees, the faculty members and the administrators. For the faculty members, probably we can offer a product which is related to their job description. For example, the class record, the chalk, and other pertinent documents or things that is related to their job. Next one would be the administrators. Probably we can offer to them a bond paper, because every day they are printing a documents that is really relevant. Let's say for instance, the financial statements which are being done by the accounting office. Next would be the religion. When we are going to target the market, we should always consider the religion. There are some religions who doesn't eat like this and like that. Let's say for instance, the dinuguan. The saksi doesn't eat the dinuguan or the Iglesia ni Cristo. Therefore, you cannot offer them. And what you're going to target right now are not those people who belong in that kind of religion. Probably the Catholic, because there's no restriction in terms of the food. Okay? The next would be the psychographic. When we speak of psychographic, we are talking about the motivation, the perception, the interest, the likes, and dislikes. When we speak of motivation, how does the promotional advertisement, how does the service provided or service owner convince you as a customer to buy the product? So in short, we are talking about the customer service. Next would be the perception. Perception is one thing that affects the customers in buying the product. If you think, or if he thinks that a product is helpful or that contributes to his life, then definitely he will buy the product. That is perception. You perceive that something or this product can contribute to you. Next would be the interest, or our like. If we think, or if we consider this as a part of our main element in choosing a product, then definitely, probably we can consider what are our hobbies. If we are fond of having a volleyball games, then definitely we can target this market. We can offer them a volleyball ball or a volleyball net, because we know for a fact that if that community is prone, or they are probably addicted in the volleyball games or playing volleyball, then definitely we can offer them facilities and equipments that is related to volleyball. Next would be the geographic. When we speak of the geographic, it talks about our culture, talks about our beliefs, preferences, the politics, and the lifestyle that we have in our community. For example, our culture. If our culture, let's say for instance, here in the Philippines, we believe that this is also in connection with the beliefs. no? Because we believe that education is a powerful weapon in order for us to uplift our life from the situation that we are in right now. So through education, we believe that this kind of element can transform our lives into a goodness, into a better one. Therefore, if we believe that education is the most powerful weapon, then definitely we are going to engage ourselves in studying. Therefore, if we believe or if you believe that these certain communities or community are more on having this belief that the community can or their lives will be improved if they are going to involve themselves in studying, then definitely we can put up a school probably in their community because they believe that education can help them to transform their lives. Next would be the preferences or probably the politics or probably the lifestyle that we have in our community. Okay? If our lifestyle in our community is, for instance, we are having a routinary exercises through the use of our bicycles, then definitely we can offer a product to our customers which is related to bicycle. As for instance, a bike itself, and other related, let's say for instance, the t-shirt which is being used in the bicycle, probably a shoes that they can use, which is connected to a bicycle. Because that is their lifestyle, that is their routinary activity, that every time in the morning, whenever they go up in the morning, they are going to have this kind of routine or the exercise. The last one would be the behavioral. The behavioral as a part or as a determinant in choosing a target market. This is divided into a different elements. First would be the occasions, next would be the desired benefits, next would be the loyalty, the product usage. When we speak of occasions, when we know for a fact that this time is a Christmas season, then definitely we can offer a product which is related to Christmas. Probably we can offer a fruits. We can also offer a gift wrapper because it is in our beliefs or it's in our tradition that we usually have this exchange gift in or when the Christmas season is being celebrated in our community or in our place. Next would be the desired benefit. If we think that a product can contribute to our life, then definitely we can offer or we can buy a product to a certain organization or certain business establishment that can contribute to our life. Let's say for instance, the laptop. Laptop right now is one of the most commonly used gadget because we know for a fact that we are under the pandemic, therefore we are not allowed to conduct our face-to-face classes. Then what we are going to do right now is we will be buying a laptop. No, as a consumer, we will be buying a laptop because we will be having our online classes. So as a seller, we need to offer a gadget which is related to a laptop, probably a mobile phone or probably a tablet, an Android phone, or probably a laptop or a netbook. Next one would be a loyalty. As a business owner, when you offer a product to your customers, make sure that they will come back to you. When they will come back to you, then definitely you will establish what we call loyalty to your customers. If we are talking about loyalty, the customers will come back to you after the next purchase. Meaning, pabalik-balik silang babalik sa iyo. It's because of many determinants that makes them or makes the stimuli come back to you. The last one would be the product usage. Usually the product usage is being seen or it's being viewed in the internet. If we think or if we saw, let's say for instance in the Shopee, as a medium of buying a product, if there are a lot of stars or 5 stars in that product offering, then definitely we can create an idea in our mind that this product is good and can benefit the customers. So that are the different determinants in buying the product or in offering a product to our customers. So thank you once again for listening in this discussion for our chapter 2 in our entrepreneurship subject. So Ma'am Lorraine Ma'am Lorraine Fernandez and Ma'am Precious will be discussing the lesson 3 in this chapter. So thank you, Mighty Eagles, for participating in this meeting. So we hope, or I hope rather, that you will still participate in the next discussion. Thank you so much.